guys are joining. Facebook, oh yeah, if you should start to, you should come online. Facebook, how fun? I'm not seeing anybody on Facebook. IG, hi. Hello. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Okay. Let's just give ourselves 60 seconds and we start. Hello everyone. Okay, so once it's 9:02 we start. I hope you're all enjoying the background music. Maureen, oh hi. Welcome. Tonight is a very interesting one.
You are so committed to leave me.
A very important guest tonight. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, Instagram. Hi. Nini Ade Skincare, welcome. Thank you guys. Please keep tuning in, keep tuning in. Tell your friends that we have started. Live chat with Lawyer Precious has started. Good evening, everyone. Trust you all had a wonderful, or you're still having a wonderful weekend. And in case you're closing deals, business deals this weekend, I hope you got my tips. I hope you read my tips on how to close your deals, your business deals over the weekend. Okay, so good evening once again. Welcome to Live Chat with Lawyer Precious. It's a live chat series where we get to talk about a lot of things as it affects your business. And in fact, from this month till about the month of November, we're going to be having guests, as in guests, gurus in their own experts. And by God's grace, I have expanded. I've gone beyond just lawyers. Early this year, we had tax consultants that are not non-lawyers, come to educate us. So we're going beyond just, talking about the legal aspect. We also want to, help you, how you can make money and all of that. So tune in every Saturday 9 p.m. for this for this talk series. Is going to be a very wonderful one till about the month of December. Thank you guys for joining tonight. I have a very wonderful guest. I have a very beautiful guest and a very brilliant one at that. And her real name, not Instagram name, not user name. Her real name is Brani Ajayi. Brani Ajayi is our guest tonight, and she is a business lawyer, and she is the founding partner at Black Ink Solicitor. So she's on Instagram as the Black Ink Lawyer. And tonight with her, we're going to be looking at a very important, not just interesting, but a very important topic that a lot of startups do not even take into consideration. I was just thinking loud day before yesterday that, we are preaching business and legal structure. Register your business, give it the legal structure that you need, do this, do that. Some startups have decided to obey and comply. But the ugly truth is, once they just get this business registered, that is all. They just like, at least I have registered. They have been preaching, register your business, register your business. I have registered now. I have done something now. So they just dump it somewhere, especially when they have even opened an account with the name of the business. Oh goodness me, they just go boom to run the business, transact the business, go about running their business and making money, and they do not even think that there are transactions that is called post incorporation transactions. So I read a book about it's a free e-guide about one aspect of post incorporation transaction, which is annual returns. It's actually in my bio. You can click it and download a free copy. But that is just one of the things that we're going to discuss tonight. What exactly is post incorporation transaction? How does it even affect you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, whether you've started your business, whether you're about to start your business? How does post incorporation transaction affect you? How important is post incorporation transaction, especially for startups? So tonight, basically, we're going to be discussing 5 reasons post incorporation transaction is important for business startups. 5 reasons post incorporation transaction is important for business startups. Okay, so I guess you can please send a request so that I can add you. Let me chatter up on WhatsApp. Okay, all right. So I'm trying to chat her up on WhatsApp. I hope she sees that. Okay, so the Black Ink Lawyer, you can please send in your requests. Our audience are itching to see your face. They are itching to talk with you. They are itching to have a conversation with you. So please, if you have a question, or a comment as the conversation is going on, please just drop your comment, your question in the comment section. After the whole talk, we're going to attend to comments within the time frame, and we're going to attend to questions. Okay, Black Ink Lawyer, I am waiting for your requests. I'm waiting for your requests. Okay, I hope she hears me. I hope we can, please, if I'm not audible, if I'm not loud and clear, you can just put, okay. Oh, okay. She says she's using a laptop. No, you cannot use your laptop on Instagram. So you just send a friend request on Instagram. Go to the icon. Where is that icon? Okay, so you Black Ink Lawyer, I hope you're hearing me. So you just go to the icon that has a video, that video icon. Just beneath you will see add a comment, and then you will see a video icon that has a plus sign in the middle. So just click on it. It will show you how to add your request. And on your laptop, you can actually join me on Facebook on your laptop, because we have audiences on Facebook as well. We're both on Facebook and Instagram, but you can actually join the conversation on Facebook with your laptop. But on Instagram, you just have to do it with your mobile phone. Okay, so while we're waiting for the Black Ink Lawyer to send her request, in our request, so that we can start the conversation officially, I just want to remind you guys of our September webinar. It's a free webinar, but you have to belong to the BLS community to gain access to the webinar. The webinar, we're simply going to be talking about the major differences between a business name and a company. A lot of people, trust me guys, a lot of people do not know the major difference between a business name and a company. Even professionals, even business consultants, even business coaches that have started their business and they haven't officially registered it. So I've had, a lot of series of occasion where people say they want to register a business, and I ask, is it the business name and style you want to do, or you want to do a limited liability company? And they say, oh, what's the difference? So people hardly know the difference between it. And so that's what we're going to be discussing on board now. So that's what we're going to be discussing on during the September webinar. Okay, so please sign up, link in my bio. Sign up. Black Ink Lawyer, welcome. We're actually seeing you. We're seeing your face. It's your system that we are seeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you just have to click the icon on your camera to turn to face you. Okay. There she is. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm expecting you to also come live on Facebook. You can do that with your system. Your live
Okay.
may not be your mobile phone on Instagram, but you can come that page, that my page. Okay, so you
Okay.
just request the same thing you did here, but the
Okay.
Facebook has two icons, a big one and a small one, showing two people. You understand? So just click on it, send a request, and I will add you so that my Facebook audience can also, join the conversation because I only see my face. I'm not seeing your face on Facebook. While you're doing that, let us get at it. Let's just, go into it. Welcome, madam. How are
Thank you.
you?
I'm fine. I'm happy
Nice
to
to
be
meet
here.
you. Thank you for, agreeing to be a part of this project. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for agreeing. We appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go into it. While you're still, if you can actually come live on Facebook, it's no problem. Just let's keep the conversation going. I'll still post the link of the Instagram on Facebook for people that are on Facebook. Okay, so I was telling our audience that you are a business lawyer and you are the founder of the Black Queen Solicitors. So aside that, can you tell us other things about you, probably fun facts that people are not aware of that I am not even aware of?
Okay. Fun fact about me. Well, Granny likes to swim. I can stay in the
Wow.
water like all day. Yeah. I like to swim, yeah. But
Mm.
it's so sad. Yeah, it's so sad that sometimes marriage life used to change women a lot. That the things we used to do when we were single, we don't even
Ah,
get the time to do it.
you can
Like
say that
seriously, but
again.
yeah, yeah.
Please don't,
And
please
then
don't tell anybody. Oh. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret between you and I don't know how to swim. Don't tell anybody.
I already know.
I only try, but hey, probably I'm afraid of water. If I go to the beach, you see the way I do it, you would think maybe I'm scared that the water is going to melt me. Okay, so how did you start your practice in business law? Because
Okay.
as a lawyer, we are in Nigeria, so to say. It's not like we're trained for a particular field. We're trained
Yes,
generally as a lawyer, and that is why
exactly.
we are called barristers and solicitors, unlike other jurisdictions where you can either be a barrister or an advocate or
Yeah.
you be a solicitor. But in Nigeria, you can be both, and that means you can practice all aspects of law. But you have decided to pinch your tent in the business law practice. What
Yeah.
has been your experiences and what actually prompts that decision?
Okay. I'll start with when I finished my service. So basically what happened was after my service year, I have not started working yet. So I had friends and families that they used to come to me. You know, when people know that you're a lawyer, so they just feel, okay, this lawyer can help me do this thing, or this lawyer can help me draft this, or this lawyer can help me advise me on this. So you know those kind of a thing. So after service year, what I was actually doing then was helping friends and family members to draft their agreements, help them to register their business name, and also advise them on the need to register their business name then. So whenever they have any issue, they will come to me and I will advise them on what to do. So at that point, I knew exactly what I wanted. So when I moved from where I was serving, I now came to Lagos. So in search of my job, I was looking out for a corporate law firm. And fortunately for me, I landed my first job in a corporate and commercial law firm. So that was where the whole career in business law started for me. And
Wow.
I'm happy about
So
it. Yeah.
how has your experience been? Um, are there any regrets? Are you feeling like, oh, I should have tried this aspect? How has the experience been generally being a business lawyer?
Well, before now, I was doing more of I didn't really do the business law thing online. I think I just came into the online thing like a few months ago. So I was doing offline. Though it well, I wouldn't say there's any regrets about it because like me, I've always wanted to work with people, and then I've always wanted to like help people to build up something that they're proud of and they're happy, like, oh, this is my business, this is what I've been able to do, all those kind of a thing. So business law gives me that opportunity to work with people and also help them to build up something they can be proud of. So for me, I wouldn't say there's been any regrets. And then coming online, I've also met a lot of entrepreneurs online, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that because when they call or when they come back, like, oh, this lawyer helped me to do this with referrals, when you help them, you put a smile on their face. I've had a lot of experiences like someone will come like, I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do this. I could not do it. But I'm happy you were able to help me do this. No, seeing that joy, that excitement on their faces, like, I'm like, oh, I'm happy I was able to help this person in this area. So for me, there's no regret.
That's so interesting. That's really interesting because it's one thing to do something and it's another thing to actually love what you're doing. And it is also another thing that what you're doing is making impact in the life of people. You know how it is when you render a study that you're being paid for and people still come and turn around to say thank you. The feeling is you cannot describe the feeling. Okay, so what exactly does the black ink solicitors do? I know you're a business lawyer now.
Yeah.
What exactly does the law firm, what are the services the law firm render to the public, especially business stakeholders?
Okay, so basically what we do, we offer legal advisory services, and then we do incorporation with intellectual property protection, and then on the other side is property management. That is going to be a talk for another day. So that's basically what we offer to the public.
All right, so business and real estate. That's very beautiful. Okay, so let's dive into the nitty-gritty of tonight's topic. Enough of us as lawyers, because the essence of this live chat is for the non-lawyers, the business owners, and especially startups to get to understand what exactly post incorporation is and how it affects their business as startups. So the first thing is, we as lawyers, we know what post incorporation is, but let's explain to people out there, the startups, the business stakeholders, the laymen in quotes, what exactly is post incorporation transaction?
Okay. For the layman understanding, I'll just give the definition for the layman to understand, because like you said, we as lawyers, you already know what post-incorporation matter is. So there are those mandatory requirements that is expected of a business owner to carry out after registration of his business. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So like I said, post-incorporation matters are those mandatory requirements that is expected of business owners to carry out after the registration of their business. That is to say, it is not just enough to register your business. So after registration of business and you've gotten your certificate, there are other mandatory requirements that business owner must carry out in order to still remain in their business or to have good record with the commission.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying that post-incorporation transaction, just as it is mandatory for business owners to register their business or initiative, it's also very mandatory that there are certain things that they need to do after registration. So you're saying that post-incorporation transaction are those things that they should do or ought to do by law after the registration of the business. Beautiful, thank you. So, generally, as a business startup out there, how many post-incorporation transactions do they have to deal with? Because when we're saying post-incorporation transaction, it's all encompassing. But what they need to actually know, is it like is 100 or is like 1 million? How many do they have to deal with, really? When we're saying post-incorporation transaction, what really are these post-incorporation transactions?
Okay, for me, I would like to classify it into five categories that or startup should focus on. The first one is the publication of name. So as a business owner, once your business has been registered, it is mandatory that the business owner have his business name published on all his official documents. Example, like your letterhead paper, the receipts, and other things. That is one of it. It is a mandatory requirement. And then for those who have, because these days we have a lot of people doing business online that they don't even have office. So for those who have office, they're expected to put the tag, their business name, on the signpost of their business place. So that's what publication of name has to do for startup. And then the next one, I'll say statutory book. A lot of business owners do not really care about keeping record. So one of the post incorporation matter is for business owners to keep record, account record, minutes, and other things in their business. So that is the second. And then for the third one, statutory returns. I know that's the one that most business owners are really concerned, or that they know about it. Statutory returns, example, annual returns. So when they hear, most of them, when they hear post incorporation, all they know is like, okay, annual returns.
Annual returns, exactly.
Yes, it's just one of it. And then the next one is the corporate search. As I said, I'll classify it into 5. The number 4 is corporate search. So what corporate search is all about is that after registration or incorporation of your business, a business is supposed to carry out the corporate search. It is a process whereby a business owner confirms the due registration of his business. So once this search is done, the business owner is expected to file what is called corporate search reports. So that is what the business owner is expected to do, to file the corporate search reports and keep it. This corporate search report is very important because in most cases, when a business owner approaches the bank for a loan facility, bank usually, of any financial institution, will ask for corporate search reports, because this is one of the things that is going to help them to see if they can grant the business owner the loan facility or not. And then the last one is, for me, I would say, the alteration of registered business name. In most cases, business do not remain the same. Let's say, for example, you register your business today. Of course, you're expected to grow. You're not expected to remain stagnant. So, in the course of growing, you would need to make some changes. Sometimes we have people come like, okay, probably they registered just business name. So in the course of growing, they might want to upgrade to a limited liability, or in the course that which will warrant them to change from just a business name to add the additional limited liability to their name. And then another one, so they might want to change the object clause in their business. So these are all a classification, or what I will classify as post incorporation, that startup to be concerned with. And these are things that they are expected to carry out or file with the Corporate Affairs Commission.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was really enlightening. But I don't know. I think your internet, the network is cracking. At the point I lost you a little bit, but I wouldn't know if it's like that with the audience, because sometimes I'm on live like this and then I feel that the guest is cracking, the network is cracking, and the audience will say no, it's fine. So please, guys, if you know that you can't hear her properly, if our network is actually bad or mine, just drop in the comment section so that we know what we're doing. All right, thank you so much. You have actually said that post incorporation transaction starts with publication of your business, and it's very relatable, because at least every one of us, we go to the bank, and then when we go to the bank, we see that CAC certificates, and put in a little bit of frame, and they paste it, not the original anyway, a photocopy of it. That is publication as well. And if you go to some offices, you see that they do it as well. So aside just publishing it on letterhead, that can also be done. It gives your customers or your clients a little bit of confidence that you're registered, you're recognized by the government. You understand? So she's talked about that. She's also talked about you're filing your notices, of course, filing your notices, whether you're doing a change of name, or change of address, and all of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's move to the next question. The cocoa of this live chat is why why is this post incorporation transaction important for startups?
Okay. For me, what I usually say is this. Post incorporation, for me, I see it as it is the lifeline of the business. It is a lifeline that keeps the commission to be aware if a such business that registered some months ago, it's still in operation. That's how I see, or that's how I define or classify post incorporation. And it is very important that business owners file post incorporation, because I'm going to list 5 reasons tonight why this transaction must be carried out. First, as a business, if you do not file your post incorporation, your status with the commission will become inactive. That is number 1. Your status with the commission will become inactive. And then number 2, if as a business owner you fail to carry out your post incorporation requirements, you will not have good standing with the commission. So for a business to have good standing with the commission, you must adhere to all the post incorporation requirements. And then number 3, when a business files its incorporation, post incorporation matters, the business, like I said, will remain active, and then you will not be delisted from the commission database, because there are situations whereby a business become dormant for years. This is because you've not been filing your post incorporation matters or following up with the commission, updating the commission on your operation. So if it stays for long, the commission will delist such business from its database. And then for number 4, I would say if a business files its incorporation, post incorporation, the business will not lose any grants or contracts, because when you update your data with the commission, and then you never can tell when you might be opportune to get a grant or contract, and then you're being asked to bring some of your incorporation documents, and then you do not have it, or you do not have any good standing with the commission, then there's a tendency that you might lose out from that contract. That is number 4. And then for the last one, when it comes to post incorporations, there are time frames for certain things to be filed. For example, I'm going to mention annual returns. For annual returns, business owners are expected to file their annual returns 18 months after its incorporation. Failure to do that, and that 18 months is supposed to end sometime June 30th. So failure to do that, the business will have to pay penalty. So if you adhere to all the post incorporation matters on time, then you save yourself unnecessary penalties, from paying unnecessary penalties. So those are the 5 reasons why post incorporation matters should be taken seriously by startups.
Okay, thank you so much. You see, this point cannot be overemphasized. And one reason I decided that we should pin it down to startup is because, you see, those big companies, those large-scale companies, I want to say they've made their name, probably.
Yeah.
Their brand is known almost everywhere. And so probably they can afford to pay the penalties. Okay?
Yes.
They can afford to pay the penalties if they are stuck. If probably they're looking for something. And I did a post sometimes, and I talked about someone that registered his company for 15 years. He had not done annual returns. Now, a lot of startups and business people think that until they have started business or any money, that is when, I have, in the office, we have clients that we've registered business for and company, and then we send them SMS, we send them messages at intervals, mails, and we remind them of all these things. And then one of them came to me and said, Precious, I have not even started business.
Exactly.
I have not even, she said, see, that certificate that is, in fact, she said in my certificate, she said that your certificate that you did and gave me is in one place. I've not even, she said that she's still planning and trying to put structure on that. I said, so why will she file annual returns? And I said, ma, whether you have started business or not, as long as it is registered, you must report back. It's a report. You must report back to CAC that, Oga CAC, it is still my business. I'm still interested in the next 1 year. Please keep it for me. Yeah, because we have to break this thing down, let people understand. So back to what I was saying. You see, why we decided to pin this down for startup is because they will not be able to afford the penalties when it comes. This man I'm talking about was referred by Fidelity Bank. He wanted to do something and he couldn't. They asked, people don't even know that if you've registered your business and you kept it for a while, you want to go and open your bank account after 5 years, they will do search. And if your status is not active, they are most likely not to open that account. So I don't know, I can't remember the transaction he wanted to do with the bank, but they insisted. He also wanted to change the secretary then to our firm as the corporate secretary. So the two things he wanted to do. So he was referred from Fidelity to us. And, you know, when we did the breakdown, he can't file annual returns. Then it was even, everything was by paper, not now that everything is online. Is it 5 years? Yeah, 5 years now, yeah. So by the time we did the breakdown, everything, his money was about 600,000 or thereabouts. And this is somebody that has not done business for almost that number of years. He's just been off and on. And you see, the painful aspect of it is that the reason he needed those transactions done was because he was pursuing a particular project that somebody was pushing for him. And he had gotten to that point of receiving that project. They just needed him to confirm a lot of things, bring bank account. You know, you have to, all those things, you have to put it in your proposal. So when he saw that, hey, in his bank account, he rushed to the bank. And the bank said, Oga, you have to do this, you have to do that. Now, I don't know what happened to him because he could not afford that service. And that was the end of discussion that way. Because when no lawyer, no professional is going to use that money to pay annual returns for you. Nobody is going to do that. So I really don't know how it came out. I don't know what was the end of the story because he couldn't afford, and that was the last I dealt with him as a lawyer to a client or supposed client. Now he could not afford it because the money was much. Has he even made 500,000 naira in the last 12 months? But big brands, like let's say like Dangote or Liver Brothers or Cadbury, they can afford it.
Yeah, they can afford it.
Exactly. So that is why they won't even default for that loan. They will not because their contracts are everywhere. But so that is why we're trying to let startups understand that these things, if you leave it for a longer period, is more expensive for you to do. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. In fact, I've actually learned something. I've actually learned something from you today. We all learn every day. So when it comes to post incorporation now, when it comes to post incorporation transaction, what would be your concrete advice? Like this one is free legal service, as in what we are doing now is free legal service because they come with you one-on-one to sit down and talk. I'm free to collect money. So, what would be your sincere advice to startups? Because they also need to understand that post-incorporation transaction does not even end with CAC. It also, expands to other bodies. I was telling somebody which day about tax. One of our clients. TCC, tax clearance certificate, and I was like, okay, I hope you have gotten your tax clearance for last year. He said, which one is tax clearance? Has he done business? I said, hey, you will get tax clearance Whether you have done business or not, you will just put there 0, 0, 0, 0, and they will give you the clearance and they will say 0, but they will give you clearance for that year because there are certain things you want to apply for. They will ask you for tax clearance of that current year. And if you have not been getting for other years, you cannot get for that year. So these things are very serious. And I used to say that if you're a startup and you're serious about business, because you don't know whether your small business will take you to tomorrow. Government may be saying, oh, we want to invest in your sector. Come and apply for grants. Come and apply for this. Come and apply for that. You know, government, by the time they start listing documents that you're supposed to bring, there was one that I was helping the client to do, about 24 documents. I just sat there, I was like, even me, I was having a headache as a lawyer. So what would be your sincere, because people are already dropping questions, so that we can go to that questions. What would be your sincere advice to startups when it comes to post-incorporation transaction?
Okay, now, before I'll even advise startup, I remember I had a client that she came and she wanted to do some changes to her business name. So I now asked her, have you been filing? I wasn't the one that helped her to register the business name. So I asked her, have you been filing your annual returns? And she was like, which one is annual returns now? I don't know what is annual returns. And I took her time to explain to her what annual return is. And then she was like, hey, CAC, after I've spent so much money to register my business, they still want to be collecting money from me every year. So that's what she said. I couldn't help but laugh. And so for me, my advice for startup from that point is that they should not look at post-incorporation matters or even annual returns as a means through which the commission collects money from them. No. They should take post-incorporation matters very serious. They should do it when they are supposed to do, but so that they will not get to where they are supposed to grab an opportunity, but because they did not do the needful, they did not put their house in order, they are now stuck. So the earlier the better, because their amount used in paying, for example, paying for annual returns is cheaper. But when you have to pay the penalty, it costs you more than if you had paid the original fee. So my advice is startups should take it seriously. Whether you're running a business or not, as long as you have registered your business with CAC, please, once it's after 18 months, start filing your annual returns. Do the needful to avoid stories that touch.
I love that last one, to avoid stories that touch. It's before we even go to, because Linear Day Skincare underscore skincare is asking a question, and we're going to our guest. She's able, she will respond to your question. So before we go to the question and answers section, you see, complying, like, let me even use the Bible. For as many of us that are Christians, I believe it's also in the Quran. It says that obedience is better than sacrifice. And what is sacrifice? Sacrifice is giving out what is so dear to you. Something that when you give it out, it will pain you. Yeah. So it's the same thing we comply with post-incorporation. If you obey, it's very easy. But if you do not, you will have to sacrifice. Is it that you sacrifice your hard-earned money in a very high volume, or you sacrifice whatever it is that you are pursuing? Because without the post-incorporation transaction, evidence of post-incorporation transaction, you may not be able to pursue that thing to the end. So is it that you sacrifice your hard-earned money and pay double and pay extra, pay default, or you sacrifice whatever it is that you are pursuing, that is the reason you need that post-incorporation of over 5 years ago, or you sacrifice the name of the company itself and go and register a new one. But yes, but sincerely, that is it. But the bad part of it is that what if you have already applied for those things with the name of your business, registered one? Will you now withdraw your proposal or your application or your business, and you're trying to close a business? Will you now withdraw that name of the company or business and now bring another one to say, that one is not functioning, sir, because of the annual returns. I'm registered on another one. No, would anybody take you seriously? Because if you could
Nobody.
nobody, if you could not comply with little things, what now makes them so sure that by the time they can actually entrust that millions of naira, depending on what you're applying for, or actually transact business with you and the business will be successful, that you will not be defaulting and giving them unnecessary debt. So that's just it. Thank you so much. So Nini Ade underscore skincare says, so what does this returns involve? Okay, the black ink lawyer, you've turned your camera from us again. Yes, we are seeing your screen. Better.
Sorry.
So somebody's asking, Nini Ade underscore skincare says, so what does this returns involve? That's a very brilliant question, because yes, we are talking about post incorporation annual returns. What exactly does it involve? Over to you, madam.
Okay. So for a simple understanding, the returns, it actually has to do with the profits, or the profit that is made by a business at the end of the year. So you're supposed to file this profit with the commission. So, and in filing this profit, there are just certain amounts that a business is supposed to pay to the commission. So I don't know if she heard
Please, you
us.
have to
Please type yes.
You will have to recap that, because I lost you two at a point.
Hello, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, she said she can't hear you. I can actually hear you.
Okay. Hello, I can hear you. Hello? Can you hear me? Because
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yes, I can hear you. So what's the question?
Okay, you didn't get the question before. So the question was, what does this returns involve? Somebody was asking.
Okay, no, I answered that, but I thought you said something else, but I didn't get the last thing you said before now.
No, I was saying that I didn't catch that. So I was asking you to recap what you were saying.
Okay, so like the question, the person was asking about what does the returns involve. So I'm explaining to the person what the return is all about. That it is the profit, the end profit, or the financial year end of a company. You have to file your financial year end with the commission. So the commission will have to know exactly what is going on with your business. And then in filing this, there's a certain amount that the business will have to pay to the commission. So we have amounts for business name, we have amounts for limited liability. Did you get me now?
Yeah, no, I got you, but I needed our audience to hear it and understand. So I hope the person that asked the question, Didi Nini Ade underscore skincare, I hope you got that, and I hope you're clear. Please, if you have further questions, you can drop. I'm going to wait for the next 60 seconds. If I don't see any question in the comment section, we'll call it a day. Okay, so the black ink lawyer, thank you so much for coming. It was a wonderful section, though my Facebook people have disappeared because they couldn't see your face on Facebook, so they have disappeared. They're waiting for me to post the link.
I really tried to join from the Facebook, but I really don't know how to join from Facebook. I'm sorry.
No problem. Next time, when you come back next time, so we will. So in a wrap, guys, in conclusion, your post incorporation transaction is as important as registering your business. So if you think that it is important for you to register your business, it's also very important that you carry on your post incorporation transaction, because like I used to tell people, you see, when we're talking about legal structure, registration of your business or company is a scratch on the surface. It's 1 over 10. Legal structure of your business, building the legal structure of your business is a continual process. Building the legal structure of your business or for your business is a continual process. It starts from the day you were thinking about your business till the day you want to stop running that business. So your audio, okay, so It starts from the day you started, you thought about the business, till the day you register it, till the day you say, oh, I'm no longer interested in running this business. You have to also legally, legitimately put an end to that business. You don't just leave it, fallow. So it's been a wonderful hangout with the Black In lawyer, Brani Ajayi. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I didn't see any other question in the comment section. So that says that you guys have understood. You're well equipped for your post incorporation transaction. And I'm seeing people just joining in. I'm just seeing people tuning in, just coming in for the live section. Please watch the replay. It's very important that you watch the replay. It's a very interesting topic. If you have more questions, you can just go to the DM of our guest. She's on Instagram as at the Black Ink Lawyer. The Black Ink Lawyer. Please follow her on Instagram. Go to her DM if you have questions. You can also engage her services. She's one of the brightest business lawyers I've actually come across on Instagram. So thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. EM Legal is thumb up. Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for thumb. Okay, let me thumb up to where's my thumb? Thumb up. Thank you so much, the Black Ink Lawyer. So in the absence, yeah. So I don't know if you have final word for us before we take our leave.
I just want to say that they should do the needful. That's all.
And if you don't do the needful, we will still charge you. We will charge you at the money and you will pay. So that is why we are giving this free legal advice. Do the needful. File your post incorporation transaction. If you don't file, CAC will collect their default fee. We will collect our professional fee.
Exactly. All right. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
So you can excuse yourself. Thank you for coming. It's been wonderful having you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, 9 p.m. Saturday, join me. The live chat with Lawyer Precious is every Saturday by 9 p.m. and every last Saturday and every last day of the month, we have the question and answer. You see the way the Black Ink Lawyer came on board and she had interaction with me. That is the way my question and answer section is. So you have a question, you send a request to me, I add you, you ask maximum of 2 questions, I remove you, add another person. So every last day of the month is question and answer live, and every Saturday by 9 p.m. I'm live on Facebook and Instagram, and very soon I'll be adding LinkedIn to it, because my LinkedIn audience have said they don't get to see me live on LinkedIn. So very soon, by God's grace, probably next one, I'm trying to work on the software. We will do our live too on LinkedIn. Do not forget to click the link in my bio and sign up for our September webinar. Our September webinar is major differences between a business name and a company. I bet you a lot of people do not know the major differences between a business name and a company. You need to come for this webinar. This webinar is actually free of charge, but it is only privy to those that belong to my business and legal structure community. And you can actually belong to this free Facebook group. It's on Facebook. Just go to Business and Legal Structure with Precious Toyo. You click and you join. You follow me on Instagram as Ask Lawyer Precious, and then you are a member. You sign up, and then I join you to our membership, and then you're good to go for the free webinar. And starting from the 1st of October to the 10th of October, I'm going to be having 10 days business and legal structure group coaching. So the group coaching is also to take you through your legal structure, how to set up legal structure for your business, look at your business. I tell you what you are doing wrong that you're not supposed to do, and what you are not doing that you're supposed to do. Is a 10-day group coaching. So there's a link in my bio. Click to sign up. Of course, it is a paid coaching class. It's not a free coaching class. It's a paid coaching class. So I'll see you guys next week, Saturday, same time, 9 p.m. Do not forget to file your annual returns. whether with the Corporate Affairs Commission or with the FIRS, that's the Federal Inland Revenue Service, and your state your state internal revenue service. In Lagos, it's called LIRS, that is Lagos Internal Revenue Service. So do not forget to file your post incorporation transaction. Do not forget to carry out your post incorporation transaction. Like our guest said, it is better to obey, to comply. It's better and it's cheaper than for you to not comply, and you have to pay default fees. You have to pay the original fees. You still have to pay a lawyer to do these things for you, especially where you have defaulted. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to join same time next week, Saturday. 9 p.m. is the time. God bless you, and do have a restful weekend. Bye.